Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is still a couple months away, but controller prep and planning begins now. A couple new options were just unveiled, and there's actually a bunch of really quality ways to experience and enjoy Smash Bros. Ultimate on launch day. Gabe, we have obviously the default Joy-Con and Pro Controller that you probably already have, but Nintendo is introducing their GameCube controller. Power A has come in with officially licensed wireless GameCube controllers, and there's even more options beyond those.
Yes, a lot of ways to play. I probably already know how I'm going to play. I have a feeling that I know how you're going to play, but more options for people that want to get in on this insane Smash action with more friends than you can play with just a couple of Joy-Con. It's always a good thing, and to have some of these coming in at a lower price point just because there's such premiums on what Nintendo is charging for their stuff. And with that, why don't we just get into what we're talking about here a little bit?
Yeah, let's run down what we've got. So you do have the Nintendo official Smash Bros. Ultimate Pro Controller, which carries the $5 game-related premium. So whereas the default Pro Controller is $69, the Smash Pro Controller is $74.99. Now, Power A came out with a Pro Controller alternative, a wireless one. It's currently in pre-order status, but they unveiled it this past week, and that is going to run you $50. So it is a $25 discount, I guess, over the official Smash one. It does have motion. It does look very comparable. Now, it's not going to have the ability to use Amiibo NFC, nor does it have HD Rumble. It also runs on batteries, but they have some really cool designs on these.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. They have 6 different color options. Some of them are like Zelda and Mario related. I personally really like the one with the Mario silhouette.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, you'll probably be seeing that one on the screen right now. But $50, you don't get HD Rumble. And if you're getting like these like specifically for Smash, I don't know how much you need HD Rumble, right?
I mean, if it does like correlate Smash attacks and hits, like that's pretty nice. I will miss that personally for Smash.
Yeah, it's also important to note these have pads on the back. They have extra buttons. So that is something that the regular Pro Controller doesn't have. Again,
right.
Smash Brothers, if that's what we're talking about here, you don't need a ton of buttons, but for other games, this could be a really cool addition.
Yes. Now, where I think things get really interesting is in the GameCube spectrum. So a lot of people are obviously very excited to play Smash Bros. With the GameCube controller, and Nintendo is providing that option. They're officially licensed. They made it. Smash GameCube controller is $29.99. Now, that is wired, and it also requires the $20 adapter, which you may have from the last go-around with Smash, and that's totally fine. But Power A is offering a $24.99 wired controller that does not need the adapter. They also are offering what I think is the most interesting of this entire bundle here, this entire bunch of controllers, a $50 wireless GameCube controller that also has motion control.
Yeah, that's a really, really interesting one. If the sticks and the buttons all feel like good and on point, like this is probably the way to play Smash. You can just use a traditional GameCube controller for maximum like hardcore effect. But if this feels like close enough, you don't have to worry about that pesky wire. You can be as far away from your TV or screen as you want. This one is what I'm going to be keeping an eye on as well. And they do have more colors as well. So maybe black or purple isn't your thing just because traditionally that's what the GameCube ones are. They also do have a gold one that looks very Zack-like to me. So, yeah, they have some other colors though, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like the gray, just because it reminds me of the Wavebird back in the day, which was one of my favorite controllers of all time. I like this. I think this is what I'd like to go with. It does look like the game controller. We don't know how the stick feels, how the C-stick feels, how the triggers feel. Hopefully they're good. But it being wireless, like I mentioned, Wavebird status, and the motion, so therefore it could be utilized in other games. You could use this for Splatoon if you want to. Might be a little bit odd, but you could use it that way. I think, look, if the wired Nintendo one is $30 and the adapter is $20, that puts you at $50. That's the same price. So now you're getting a wireless GameCube controller as long as it performs, 85% of the way. To me, that's the coolest option.
And I know people are going to say, like, hey, I already have a GameCube controller, I'll just use that. I know I personally have a worry about that, because if I somehow do find my GameCube controller, which probably isn't very likely, it's been like in an attic or something for like years at this point, so who knows how those things work. You're probably want to get a new one. Nintendo's offering you, the cheap out if you do already have an adapter. But, this wireless one, it runs on batteries. Also important to know, also still no HD Rumble. But this one seems like a very good option, and one that I know I'm going to want. I'm probably going to go for the gold, Zach. That just looks so snazzy and beautiful to me.
Yeah, that is worth noting that Nintendo's GameCube controller, it's not going to have HD Rumble or Amiibo capabilities either. I wish if they were going to come out with a specific Smash Bros. Ultimate GameCube controller, they would have just thrown it to the USB style, so we didn't need the adapter. I get why it's there. You can utilize your old ones, yada yada, money, plastic, yes, but to me that makes these PowerA ones so much more attractive that you don't need to deal with that extra piece. Also, I guess worth noting, if you did want to go the $24.99 PowerA wired route, that the wire is detachable because it's just a USB cable.
Yeah. That I'm gonna probably grab one of those as well, Zach. I love having like Smash Bros. Parties. Maybe
I hate having wires though.
Well, you can get the wireless one, but I don't mind the wires as much. Especially as long as I'm not the one holding the wire. I'll make someone else hold the wire.
See, I guess I'd be the opposite. I hate wires, but I would hold the wire because I want to be the closest.
Okay, so then Zach, here's the question.
Yes.
A lot of options that we've gone over here, and of course you can still play with your Joy-Con. There's a lot of other ways. Which of these do you foresee yourself getting, so that when we inevitably all get together for our Switch Force Smash Bros. Party, that was hard to say.
Switch Force Smashdown?
Yeah. Which controller option are you going to want to use?
I probably will just use a Pro Controller. I'll probably get the Smash Bros. Pro Controller because I am weird and obsessive with collecting limited edition stuff, and I want the console and I want the controller, but I definitely do want to pick up one of these wireless GameCube ones because I think that's a super cool option, and I know if I don't want to use it, that Jake and Noah would absolutely love using it because it does harken back to those days, and like it's not exactly looking like a Wavebird, but that's like my point of reference, and to me that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm probably going to try to play Smash Bros. Primarily with a GameCube controller. It's the
You need to play it only Joy-Con.
Only single Joy-Con?
Single Joy-Con, can you defeat me, Gabe? It's King K. Rool versus Ridley. Single Joy-Con battle. Man, I played single Joy-Con Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the other night, and like, it's doable, but after now, gosh, I don't know that I've done anything single Joy-Con in so long, because I'm either handheld, right, where then you're technically like double Joy-Con, dual Joy-Conning, or I'm Pro Controllering it docked. I haven't done single Joy-Con in so long. It's not great for games that have a lot of buttons or a lot of fast motion.
Yeah, I can completely agree with you, but I do think it's great that PowerA is including so many options for controllers here. On top of what Nintendo's doing, there's going to be a way for you to play, regardless of your price point, your budget.
There's other companies, there's other options as well. We're just kind of focusing on the ones that seem the strongest to us. All right, let's be real helpful here for a second and give our steadfast recommendation. And I'm going to kick things off by saying, if you have nostalgia for the GameCube controller, if you have that nostalgia and you want to go back to that time and you feel like Smash Bros. Is something that you're going to play as one of your major Switch titles going forward, which makes perfect sense and I think will be the case for a lot of people, I think that $49.99 wireless GameCube controller from PowerA that I'll be picking up is a really great investment and a great way to go. Will it get much use in other games? Potentially. You could definitely use it for eShop things. It's wireless, so it's going to have the flexibility that you want, and you're probably going to play at least 100 hours of Smash over the next couple of years, so it's going to get its value. But if you are not nostalgic, if you have no recollection or real desire to go back to the GameCube era, then I would just find the best Pro Controller option, whether you feel comfortable, going the PowerA route, whether you want to go the Smash route, or whether you want to just use, what you previously have.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to argue with the points you just made, so I'm going to go ahead and just completely back you on this, Zach. I think you found the best way to recommend this for people. The value is there for these GameCube controllers from PowerA. Hopefully we get our hands on them at some point. And I just want to say this is not sponsored in any way.
We don't know anyone from there. We have no friends that made the molds. We didn't know this was happening until it was posted all over Twitter. But I do think, some may say the best route if you're going to go real nostalgic is to get the real deal thing from Nintendo. I just feel like in 2018, whether you have nostalgia or not, and a wired adapter plus a wired controller, like I'm not really up for that. And I'm not pulling them out for anything else other than a Smash Bros. Party. Whereas the wireless GameCube, like, if I need an extra controller, that could still kind of like be sufficient for maybe some other gaming sessions or some other experiences, I think.
Yeah, 100% agree. This is a very Smash Bros. Case basis for a lot of these things, Pro Controller related. Like you mentioned, you can use them for like side scrollers and stuff, and I mean you can use them for anything, I guess. But it's just gonna feel so weird, the button placement and everything. I've become accustomed to Pro Controller, but for Smash alone, yeah, they're worth it.
I think PowerA has done a good job with Switch stuff in the past. They are officially licensed from Nintendo, and wireless GameCube is quite appealing. So let us know which way you're going to play. Are you just going to roll with what you got? Are you going to try to be the craziest Smash fighter of all and just be a single Joy-Con pro? I feel like you get like extra points if you win with single Joy-Con. If anyone beats me with single Joy-Con, I feel way worse. Yeah, pretty much in any game.
Well, that's now my mission, to beat you with single Joy-Con.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do it.
This is like a silly anecdote, but so I was playing single Joy-Con Mario Kart Deluxe, and I went to go try Mario Tennis that way. Not possible. Doesn't work. Not something that can be done. So we've got all these weird parameters going forward where like Mario Party can't be played handheld, and World Ends With You can't be played docked, and yeah, so Smash controller options galore. Let us know which ones you are going to pick in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest greatest from the Switch and Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is creeping ever closer. Weird release date of that console on November 2nd, and then the game itself a month later, December 7th. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter and Discord. We'd love to see you over there. For myself and Gabe, a fantastic day. We love you so much. Controllers, controllers, controllers. I'm going to have so many by the end of this season with this, with my new Pokemon Joy-Con, with my PowerA wireless Mario Silhouette. It's going to be crazy. So stay tuned for all of those awesome impressions and unboxings. For now, though, Switch Force out.